Drug cartels are growing and operating around the world, but in the past 20 or 30 years, the new emerging groups are getting more violent and aggressive due to growing competition and infighting among several greedy cartels, small and large. The deadliest cartels currently are operating in the Americas. In addition to distributing drugs such as cocaine, marijuana, heroin and methamphetamine, they engage in other criminal activities, including money laundering, which involves them in the political and economic affairs of their own country and those of others. These brutal criminals use methods such as beheading or hanging corpses in public places. One of the most powerful and violent cartels that have expanded its activities for nearly 2 decades is the Sinaloa cartel in the Sinaloa center of Mexico, led by Joaquin Guzman, known as El Chapo, and Ismael Zambada, known as El Moyo. The union of these two has been very successful. They have been the main drug lords in Mexico since 2007. When we look at the most famous criminals, and the most dangerous wanted murderers, Ismael Zambada's name is among the top 5 in the world. He has been prosecuted by the US government through the state of Texas, so much so that the US Treasury Department has set a $5 million reward for his arrest. In 2002, President Bush proclaimed him as the king of drugs. Unlike Zambada, his partner Guzman, or El Chapo, has been arrested twice and escaped. The second time he escaped from a tunnel behind the prison bathroom. He was arrested a few days later and is now in prison. Ismael Zambada was born in 1948 in Mexico. He is described as 5 feet tall and weighs about 160 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. After the capture of El Chapo, Zambada and his sons ran the Sinaloa cartel. The Mexican government has arrested and imprisoned prominent drug lords over the years. But they have so far failed to capture El Moyo. He is a godfather, said Antonio Mazzatelli, the UN Special Envoy for Drugs and Crime in Mexico. Zambada was prosecuted in 1978 before the Colombian drug lord, Pablo Escobar, began smuggling, and unlike Escobar, who was shot dead in 1993, Zambada has never been arrested and is still selling drugs and laundering money. According to experts, there are 2 secrets to his success. One is that he leaves no evidence or belongings that are traceable, and the second is that he has spent a lot of money on alliances with politicians and the police. After the arrest of El Chapo, the city's police chief announced that most drug lords are arrested while seeking fame, wanting to be on the list of the richest people in the world. But El Moyo rarely takes pictures, and is far from being noticed. The world of drugs always feels his presence, but no one sees him. In recent years, drug trafficking groups have increased significantly, and the killings in Mexico have risen sharply. Another interesting theory is with El Chapo alongside El Moyo, small and dangerous groups can be prevented from forming, therefore, killings can be controlled, giving a relief to the Mexican government that is unable to stop the bloodshed. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and hit the like button if you liked this short animation.